It is 1 a.m. If there are any interesting super chats, I'm not keeping track of them. I'm not reading the chat. If there's any questions that you guys in the chat, I guess, have for me, send them over to Sneeko. You know, even if it's just a $1 super chat, so they flag up.
The super chats are definitely very good. Very, very bad questions for the most part. People like, I'm doing bad. Can you please read my message? Like, I'd have to like interrupt the whole conversation. These guys.
Tell the Tates to check their DMs. Like, I've seen these before. It's like, check my DMs.
Yeah.
Get a new message every 8 to 10 seconds. Like, there's no checking my DMs.
That's what happens when you stream alone. People like they super chat just trying to talk to you. Like you're in the middle of a whole conversation. They're like, yo, open up your Twitter. Go to your email right now. Like, bro, I'm in the middle. Like, I'm doing a podcast live. Well,
I have something to say about that. Don't leverage your chances of success or your dreams on other people. Now, you get it, I'm sure. I get it massively. My brother gets it so much he can't even use Instagram as a messaging app anymore. When you are messaging me, young men, let me just tell you something. Hey, man, please open my DM. Comment on my picture. Open the DM. And I've occasionally looked. I've got this really great business idea. And listen, if you have a great business idea, you don't need me. Don't pin your hopes of success on other people. Don't look at the Tate brothers. Don't look at Sneeko. Don't look at, Elon Musk. I hope you're not messaging him because he's busier than I am. And send them stupid messages, hoping that they're going to team up with you. Because if I teamed up with anyone who sends me these messages, I make them a millionaire. Now, it might make me an additional $1 million a year, but I don't need the $1 million a year. High-value, rich people don't need to waste their time to make you money. But the positive side of it is this. I'm not your ticket out. Andrew's not your ticket out. So don't message us. But you can be your own ticket out. You and your group of friends, that's the ticket. We're not. We were each other's ticket, and I was my own ticket. And we fucking sat there in an empty room with no electricity, eating our last can of beans, having these conversations for years. How do we make money? We didn't have the resources you guys have. Stop messaging me. Stop telling me your business ideas. I'm busy. I've got 100 business ideas that I don't have time to implement. Take that business idea, hone it, refine it, team up with your friends, and make it work. I'm not that guy. Be your own ticket out of here.
Well, people don't want to do the hard work. They'd rather you do it because you're already rich. They see you as a skipping stone.
Yeah, basically. So
someone asked,
don't do that.
Are you a Freemason?
No. That's emergency meeting episode 11. Me and my brother covered a lot of the rumors about us. I have no affiliation with the Freemasons, and I wouldn't even pretend I do to be cool, because that's their shit, and, I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure they're doing their own things, and they don't need people like me out there pretending I'm associated. What I'm not is a faker. I have no affiliation with the Freemasons. Andrew puts his hands like this, and a few people jumped on him recently. My dad posed like that when he plays chess. No, zero affiliation. So, easy answer. I don't even really know what they do.
Me neither. Someone said I'm doing sales. Any tips to close more deals?
Yeah. Stop asking me how you close more deals and go and close more deals. You're not going to, it's the art of pretending you're doing something by doing nothing. A good one I get is, hey man, I want to be a kickboxer. Any advice? Why are you writing me messages? Why aren't you in the gym? You know the answer is hit the kickboxing gym, punch that bag, do your push-ups, go running. But you're not running. You're on Instagram, waiting for me to reply to you. So you feel like you've done something by asking an accomplished kickboxer how to be a kickboxer. But you've done nothing, because all I'm going to tell you is shit you already know. Listen to your coach, go to the gym. I don't know, talk to your boss. Talk to the other salespeople at your office. I don't even know what you fucking sell. Why are you asking me? Don't ask. There's my advice.
Opinion on psychedelics?
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of successful people who have said psychedelics have opened their mind. Psychedelics have made them see things a different way. But I don't know any high-value rich people who've said these psychedelics are what made me successful and rich. Again, I preach anti-drug all the time. And I know very high-functioning, wealthy people who sniff cocaine. I know very high-functioning, wealthy people who smoke marijuana. That doesn't mean that it's the coke or the marijuana or the psychedelics or whatever drug it is that made them who they are. I smoke cigars. Now, a classic example is every day on Instagram, I'm tagged in 50 stories of young guys with cigars in their mouth saying, yeah, I'm top G like Andrew, or I'm like the talisman. You think the cigar makes me who I am? Seriously? So psychedelics, good. If you live a very happy, successful, fulfilling life, and you wish to take psychedelics to look at things from another angle, good. I won't, and I don't want to, but I don't believe they're going to make you rich or successful. I don't believe they're going to benefit you in any way apart from having a cool experience. This cigar doesn't benefit me in any way.
Wow.
I'm just having a good, yeah.
An LSD trip really actually changed my life. When I was 18, I had stopped making YouTube videos for like 2-3 years. I started when I was really young, when I was like 14. And then I was going through, I was basically just being lazy. And then this one specific acid trip, like, I don't know if you ever taken psychedelics, but it just makes you confront everything that you're ignoring. Yeah, you don't do drugs. But it made me confront everything. So instead of taking it, and honestly, I had a really bad time. Like the last 3-4 times of taking it, I don't recommend it. It wasn't life changing. It was mostly just like sitting down, being dumb and too high. But this one specific trip, it was a bad trip, really changed my life and made me confront everything that I was ignoring. And that was the next day I started uploading YouTube videos again.
Yeah, well, also, and I'm very happy for you, but I feel like a good long look in the mirror or a conversation with a high-value dude who you aspire to be could do exactly the same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I've sat with people and had short conversations with them, and they were like, that, come back a few years later, that conversation changed my life. And it's just another way of opening your eyes. But you have the power within yourself to do that without other people, without other influence, without the influence of psychedelics, in my opinion. I mean, you have that. You have that power. Everyone has that power.
Someone said, how can I make money when I have no skills? You can sign up for the Creativity Kit or Hustle University. I think that's a good way to start.
Yeah, I guess so. And you know, find out what you're good at. You have no experience. I wouldn't say you have no skills. I mean, I believe everyone's going to be talented at something.
A lot of people really have no idea what their passions are at all. They spend the amount of distractions, Tristan, I think it's different because you didn't grow up with social media. There's a lot of people who really have no idea what they're even passionate about, because before they even have time to explore their interests, they're already hooked on social media. They're jerking off every day. There's something like before it's even time to have any self-exploration. How do you think these people should find themselves?
Well, I will tell you a story about me. I don't know, you're probably not old enough, but there was a game called, before Fortnite, before it all existed, the huge game when I was in my late teens, early 20s was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
That's how I started doing it. I started on Call of Duty.
Okay, good. So I used to play that game. And this is the advice. The advice is hang around with people who see things from the angle, people who have a good mindset. I was with my brother, and I was like, oh, Andrew, I just completed this round. There's 41 kills, 1 death. That's pretty cool. Andrew looks at me from the couch. I swear to God, looks over me and goes, yeah, Tristan, but it doesn't matter, does it? And I'm like, fuck, it doesn't matter, does it? And I turned that game off, and I don't think I've ever spent more than 10 minutes playing a video game ever since that day. So hang around better people. You know, if you're wasting your life, if you're wasting your talents, if you're sitting there jerking off all day, if you're sitting around dudes who are talking about who their favorite porn star is, leave that group of friends. Cut low-quality people out of your life, and slowly, as you go out into the world and apply yourself at different things that are more useful, you'll probably find out that you're not as useless as you think. Or you might be, in which case, you know, we all need someone to flip the burgers and wash the cars, so I'll tip you heavily, my friend, don't worry.
How did you find kickboxing, and how old were you?
I was about 14, Andrew was about 15. Luton has nothing to offer. It's a shithole town, and there was a kickboxing gym run by a wonderful person. And I found it, and that's why. If it had been a boxing gym, me and Andrew would have been boxers under the same tuition. If it was a Taekwondo gym, we would have been Taekwondo black belts. There was a kickboxing gym in my town. The instructor was a wonderful man. The only person other than my father who I will say was like a father figure to me, besides the guy who currently runs the war room, the highest ranking member of the war room. But, yeah, that's why. That's just what was in my town. What's in your town, everyone, you know? You don't have to be a kickboxer. If there's no kickboxing gym in your town and there's just a bunch of clowns who don't know how to fight, don't do that, because you're not going to learn shit. I just so happened that there was a great instructor who happened to be in the same town as me, and I was blessed to find him.
People are asking you about your time on Shipwrecked, and do you know what happened to the other people on the show? I watched some of it, but then my stream got taken down for copyright.
Yeah, it's I mean, it was an interesting show. It was at the time.
Kyle, this game.
My brother and I were doing okay.
Oh, he shouldn't have caught him, bro.
I always had less than $10,000 in the bank at that time. I was doing okay, and I decided to go on this reality TV show. And the reason I decided to take this plunge was I thought, you know what, private island, you know, in the middle of nowhere, it's an experience I'm not going to be able to replicate no matter how rich I get. I was completely wrong because I could fucking finance 10 shows like that today. But I just thought it was going to be a cool thing to do, and I'm glad I did it. I was never glad I did it until now, because now people are playing back the clips of the 22-year-old Tristan.
And they're saying, look, we go the same.
Yeah, we got to get shit done. We got to stay focused. We got to build the shelters. Oh, you can't handle this. You're going to end up a loser. I had the right frame of mind, and looking back on my younger self, I'm your age in that show, and I'm like, wow, like that's really cool to see how well I translated that into the real world and got to where I got. So I did it for myself. It's the reason I started TATE. I didn't think that channel was ever going to have a massive following. I thought, you know what? When I'm 60 years old, I can look back at what I was doing and laugh and smile because my life has been a lot of fun. So let's get a cameraman, let's start filming, and let's just start
this guy, he got me too. You're a bitch, bro. You're a bitch, bro.
But I did it for myself.
Here, come save me, shorty.
Pierre asked a question.
Come save me, shorty.
But the other people on the show, I'm in touch with very few of them. It's a little bit of Instagram contact, but it's only started in the last 6 months since I've blown up because people are getting messages. Are you still a brokey? Was TATE right about you? And the people who I was calling losers on the shows, they are brokies today. And you know, it's poetic justice, isn't it?
You were right. PM said, I'm blocked in my business. I know you're going to answer this question. He said, I'm blocked in my business. It's not a skill problem, but a mindset. How to eliminate it and grow. How does he
get off? I don't know what your business is. Get off YouTube. Get off. Don't ask me. I don't know what your business is. I don't know what your business is. People say, hey man, my girl is doing. I don't know your girl. Probably. Like, I don't know her. Why are you asking me on what you should do when she does this and when she does that? What kind of person is she? It's such a broad question. But asking me is the wrong thing to do. Especially because I don't know what the fuck you do. If you're a personal friend of mine, maybe. Find your personal friends whose opinions you value and go into an in-depth explanation of your problems to them and hope for some positive feedback. That's what I'd say.
Pretty simple answers, pretty simple explanations for these questions.
It's not hard, man. It's not complicated. It is hard, but it's not complicated.
I'm feeling too.
It's simple. Like they had to get a shit to go to the gym. What do you think is
it's hard, but it's simple.
And people just want to go do it fast. How do I do it as fast as possible?
That boy, you should have kept going after him.
What do you think is the biggest mindset change that you need to become a multi-millionaire?
You know what? I feel like being on. I never wanted to be a multi-millionaire. Andrew once said to me, famously, Tristan, if we could just find a way to make, this is before the internet, if we could just find a way to make like 50, 100 pounds a day from home, that would alleviate a lot of our problems. Start small. Because as you climb the mountain and you reach where you wanted to reach, you realize that there are new mountains to climb. There are new mountains to climb for me right now. And I'm at a level that a lot of people can't even dream of getting to. But you see it. It opens new doors when you accomplish the goals that you're aiming for. And it opens your eyes to what's possible from there. So don't think I want to be a multimillionaire. Think, okay, I want some financial independence. I want to work 20 hours at the fast food store instead of 40, but supplement my income from home. Okay, I've done that. Now I have more free time. Where do I go from here? My dream car when I was a year and a bit younger than you was a BMW C4. Me and my brother have 30 cars now. All of them faster, more expensive, more luxurious than a BMW C4.
So C4?
Yeah, it's an okay car. I thought if I could just get one of those, and the next car I bought after thinking about buying that car every day was an Aston Martin Vantage, a second-hand Aston Martin. Me and my brother bought it together for £60,000. But I skipped the BMW C4 stage. Now every time I see one on the road, I smile.
It looks like an Italian guy driving on the Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, it's a nice car. It's not a bad car, but it's just not on my I've reached that mountain. I've seen what's possible and aimed higher. That's it. So don't think how think of your short-term goals. Make sure your mother works less, buy yourself some nicer clothes, live in a better apartment, and think of how you can make those things happen. And as you go up in value as a man, you'll learn a lot about yourself, and from then you can tackle bigger goals.
They're asking a lot about if Andrew's going to fight Logan Paul.
The one thing I always say on any podcast that people have me on is don't ask what Andrew would say, what Andrew would do, what Andrew thinks. I'm not Andrew. Andrew's Andrew. So if you want to ask Andrew questions, follow Andrew. Watch the podcast Andrew is on and ask Andrew. I don't speak for my brother. He doesn't speak for me.
What is the best piece of advice your father has given you? Also, what is your favorite car out of all the ones you own?
My favorite car is my Aston Martin Vanquish S Ultimate. It's 4 years old. It's the red car pinned to the top of my Instagram.
No, I need that chicken. I need that chicken.
It's slower than most of my cars, but the driving experience is just wonderful. I absolutely love that vehicle. I don't know why. It's just there's an emotional experience about driving it that I really enjoy. It's not the fastest, but it is absolutely a wonderful machine.
I'm gonna need that chicken, buddy.
Advice my father ever gave me. I guess, there are hundreds, and I'm trying to think less about what your audience is looking for, and more about the things he's told me that I didn't listen to, and I should have. I used to play violin very well, and I was 11, 12, 13 years old, and I could really fucking play the violin, really play. And you couldn't.
No!
When I started kickboxing, I thought, violins a bit nerdy.
Yo, this game is so
If you give this up now, you're going to regret it later in life. Don't be a quitter. Have 1 hour extra a day.